reconcile, forgive, make peace, and be good to all. Dear friends, in today's liturgy, we get inspiration from Prophet Ezekiel, chapter 18, verses 21 to 28. And we've been hearing these days of the golden rule that do to others what would you like the others to do to you. All of us want to be good and to feel good and to be at peace. And so the Lord invites us that we should do the same. We want to others, to make others feel good, to be at peace. And so we hear from Prophet Ezekiel that if a good person turns from being good, being a peaceful person, a loving person, to becoming an evil and wicked, bad person, then he will die. And if a wicked, bad, sinful person examines his heart, examines his conscience, and recalls that it's not good to remain bad in a bad, negative state, and if that person who is bad and wicked converts from being bad to being good, if that person reconciles and forgives and makes peace and turns away from being bad to being good, then that person will live. Dear friends, every day we have this chance. Everyone wants to be alive, to live, to be happy, to be good. And so the Lord invites us to remain in that goodness, to remain being good people, to remain being peaceful people, loving people, forgiving people. And that is what makes us alive. Let us be people who keep others alive, but people who are also alive because we remain rooted in goodness, that our mind is full of everything that is good, our heart is full of everything that is good, and there's no space for everything that is evil. And if there is anything that is bad in us, we are invited to cast it off, to throw it out through the sacrament of reconciliation, and to make a resolution that nothing bad should enter my mind in my heart, because if it enters my mind and my heart, that bad thing will spoil my mind and my heart, and will kill me and will kill others. If a good person remains good, he will live. If a good person leaves that goodness and becomes bad and wicked, he will die. If a bad person, a wicked person, recognizes that bad negative state and returns to be good, that bad person will live. So where is my choice? Every day, where is my choice? What do I want? Do I want to remain good? Then let's keep every day to good choices, and blessings and good things will come our way. And we hear also from today's gospel of the Lord talking to us, especially in the gospel of Matthew chapter 5, verses 20 to 26. What does the Lord say? The Lord speaks and talks about the murder, that it was said in the Old Testament that you should not commit murder, but anyone who is angry with a brother, with a sister, is already committing murder. Means that murder is not the physical act alone. One may not be killing somebody physically, going around shooting or killing or whatever, but most of the things that kill others is the words, the bad thoughts, the bad words, the bad attitude, the bad mentality, the bad way of thinking, the bad way of feeling towards others. This is what kills others. And so, if we are angry with our brothers and sisters, then we are already committing murder, because murder begins with a bad thought, a bad negativity towards the other person. I don't like that person. And then what happens? Then there's jealousy. Then the jealousy leads to anger. Remember the story of Abel and Cain, just because. Abel was a good person doing good things and giving the best to God. And then we see that Cain was envious and jealous. And because of that, thoughts came in his mind of Cain and started killing and plotting Abel. For what case? For just because he was good, too good. And sometimes it may happen, dear friends, even our families and our communities, that we kill others because others are even just too good. They can't reach our level. Many times our level sometimes is too bad. And instead of being humble enough to learn from others, to teach us how to be good, we begin plotting against them. We begin looking for small mistakes. We begin looking for small faults. And then in that case, instead of encouraging others who are doing good to do good and better so that that good becomes good to us, we make sure that our words instead kill the good intentions of these people. And in that case, we are collaborating in the evil, the devil mission. But our mission is to encourage everyone who is doing good by being good, everyone who is thinking good and who is there trying to do the good, however small it is. Are you one? Are your words always encouraging everyone who's making a small effort to do good, or it is discouraging? And so the Lord says, let's look deep in our hearts. Yes, we know that there are episodes in the Gospels where the Lord was angry. That was a just anger. A just anger, a good anger, is one which does not keep silent when injustice is taking place, when war is taking place, when people are being oppressed. So Jesus enters into the temple. We know that is whereby he sees people selling things and taking advantage of the poor, and the poor are being mistreated, and they are being sold with a huge amount, sold things with a huge amounts which they cannot afford, and people are, even the money changers were taking advantage of the poor. And so Jesus he becomes angry with wives because they have determined the Father's house, which is supposed to be a house of prayer, of hospitality, of goodness. They are turned into a den of thieves. So that is a just anger which comes in the right time with the right approach to clean up, to bring goodness for the good of others. A good anger does not look at myself, but looks at the good of others. And that's what Jesus does. But he does it for the good. And that after doing it, he does not keep it to their heart. He does it to correct others. Of course, there are moments in which, with respect, we have to correct others. We have to use words well calculated to really reach the heart of those who are even hard-hearted, and to see that this is the language they understand. So we use this language, which is hard-hearted. There are others, of course, who are soft-hearted. We have to be gentle and tender towards them, as long as our message reaches. So these are situations whereby if it is to promote goodness in others, then we have all the right to really come up and show it, and to be in the favor of those who are oppressed, to be in favor of everything that is good. It's not about being angry for a negative case. And so we see that what happens to Jesus, many times even when he was condemned, he did not even answer. The situation where he did not answer, people were angry with him and shouting at him, you can't say anything. You are beating him, they strip him naked, and they have humiliated him when he did not do anything. Did he respond to anger by fighting back with words? Did he respond to anger by fighting with actions and fighting when he was unjustly condemned? He knew that he had done nothing wrong, but did not fight back with horrible bad words. There are moments like that during the way of the cross. Jesus knew that he's doing it for the bigger cause, so that you and me can be redeemed, so that the mission of salvation can be fulfilled. That's why he was ready to go through everything. So there are moments. How do we respond to anger? Jesus did not respond to anger when they spit on him, when they beat him, when they removed the clothes. He instead, even at the cross, he was able to say, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. This should be our attitude, that we also are able to carry in our hearts and understand that others who are hurting us need our prayers, need our forgiveness, need our love. Those who are hurting means that they don't have a human heart, a human spiritual heart, because the one who has a human heart does not hurt others. And the gospel concludes by saying that if you are offering a gift to the altar, and the best offering, by the way, is you and me, the gift offering of ourselves, which is represented in the bread and wine, which is represented in everything that we are taking at the altar. So if we are offering our gifts and take it to the altar and realize that someone has a problem against me, I leave the altar there and I leave the gift there at the altar and I go and reconcile. Call to reconcile, meaning I recognize that another one has a problem against me, meaning that we have to be related. How will I know that someone has a problem with me if I do not relate? But I will know, as a human person, I will know that I'm not at peace with that person. Rather, that person is not at peace with me. And that's when the Lord invites us to forgive from inside, to go and reconcile, make peace, to remove the big stone, to be at peace. Because, dear friends, after the offer today is communion. How will I go to receive communion, which is a sacrament of unity, of communion, when I am not united with others, when I am at war with others, when I have not forgiven others? This is in order for the liturgy to really come out, our relationship with God to be a beautiful relationship. We are invited to go and make peace, reconcile with others, and then our gifts will be blessed and will be a blessing to others. Greetings from Jerusalem, dear friends.